Fittingly named in part for its considerable elevation. We're at Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And here we go at Mile High. LeJohntay Wester to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds, short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40.
I'll tell you what, as a quarterback, you sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And a nice 70-yard chunk on the opening snap of this game. Offense in the hurry up here.
Midfield to the 49-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
This is Henry on second.
And 3.
Has a lane inside the 35. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. Offense up to the line fast.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Going to the ground again on first. He gets forward, next back 4 yards. Could not get away from Zach Allen. Offense in the hurry up here.
21-yard line. A gain of 4.
Throwing on second. Lamar has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5 right up next to that line of gain. Working quickly here. Turning to Henry on third. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. Offense to the line fast.
First and goal.
Henry has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Well, you taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Trying to run with Henry. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into third and goal. Great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive. Jackson has it, third and goal. Buying some time left. And he's close, Brock, but it looks like he's out just a little bit short. Good efforts, but now they've got a choice to make on fourth down.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Jackson's going to go on 4. Forced out to his right. And he's in for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
What an absolute bonus for this offensive coordinator when you've got a QB that can create. What a nightmare for a defense as they just get run on.
One after by Luke is up and good. And they go up 7-0 here early.
7. Broncos nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nick starting with a pass. Flush down now to... Oh, and the pressure is there. They're going to get to him on their very first snap. Dose of the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, Nix. And he put everything he's got behind it. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Exactly 1 minute to work with in this opening quarter. 3rd and long for him here. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he's going to run for it. He's going to be forced out after he picks up about 19 yards. And that'll earn the Broncos a new set of downs.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Nick's now to throw. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up 2nd and short.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Great start on that 1st down. Only need 2 here on 2nd. On the draw, they give to Harvey. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. 3rd down coming up. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They start out with 3rd and 4. Sometimes they hit and break shut the catch. Incomplete. That defensive effort is going to force 4th down.
Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Here we go on 4th, Nix. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
This is Henry to start the drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Looking quickly here.
Alex Singleton on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, here's Henry again. He's going to be taken down. A gain of about 14 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Ravens 1st down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 14.
Another run for Henry. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Running once more with Henry. Stopped after a gain of just one, but still enough there to pick up the first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
7-yard line. A gain of a yard. And the Raven first down.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Getting out to his left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. Out of bounds he goes, following a gain of about 11. That is good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Now pitch it to Henry. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
Wide a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mile High in just a moment. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Now a hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And it looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounce on it inside the 10. Fourth down, here's Jackson. He brings it in. And he's going to win the race to the corner. Touchdown, Baltimore.
To
Jacoby Lane.
Touchdown,
Finishing off a
Baltimore.
9-play scoring drive with 6. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. They now lead by 14 points.
Broncos nothing.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nick's looking to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Chinobe Owuche.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Out of the gun, Henry. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
We get to Henry on the inside handoff. It looks like we can call it back 4 yards in the end. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Has his man. It's cut by Andrews. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Flying down the middle with Henry. And we might be close to this lead growing again. And that play gives him a 1st and goal. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Henry punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Send right down the middle and good. And lead now 21.
Ravens 21. Broncos nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
Their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. To throw, here's Nix. On the move, headed right. Throwing deep down the near sideline. This is brought in at the 15.
That's so good, Kate. That is just such good quarterbacking 101 right there. He escapes the pocket. He keeps his eyes down the field, and because of it, he found an explosive.
First and 10.
On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right half.
Field goal.
The kick by Lutz is good. And our first half ends with 3 points. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Chased out to his right. Winds up and chucks this deep right. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Now a second down throw for Nix. He's going to try another deep one here. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Here he goes, third and long. And he's going to go down here. They are on him back around the 28. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A loss of 7. It's fourth down.
Going on fourth. Here's Nix. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs. Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. They run. Here's Henry. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a pickup of 3.
Working on second down. Jackson. Pass cut by and just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
To the air on 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. Cut near the goal line. And not in just yet. They stop him at the 2. That's going to bring up 1st and goal. Henry takes it in for the Baltimore touchdown.
On the carry. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they continue piling onto this lead.
Broncos 3. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up to the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he's going to manage 13 yards here before going down. That picks them up to 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, if they would have connected on that one, Brock, that sure would have represented a large chunk of his passing yardage in what's been a pretty quiet game so far.
Yeah, kind of based on how little success they've had and found through the air. Gosh, honestly, Kate, I'm not surprised that one fell to the ground, too.
Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens will take it back to their own 30 before they're stopped. And that is where they're going to take over after the interception. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. It's Henry on the counter. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 5.
2nd down. Here's Lamar. This one to Andrews out right. He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make this stop after a gain of about 17. That's going to set up a Ravens 1st down.
Always a...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, 2 teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Baltimore Ravens. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Luke to get us started. Off we go here in Baltimore. And And they'll be set up well as he is.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Final loop of the Ravens all set to go, and we are off and running from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. And they're going to audible before their opening snap. Comes out throwing. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
It's just kind of the type of play why you name a position like this tight end, because it's going to be tight throws in the contested windows, and you got to get the job done with people all around you.
Escapes the pocket. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Some improvising leads to a huge gain. 31 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Namdi Madubuike making that stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Brought in right side by Kincaid. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much doubt into that defense and that defensive coordinator, too.
And that's exactly what they needed to begin this game. Touchdown, Bills! Josh Allen taking it in from 7 out. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. So before we get an attempt, there's contact up front. Will it make this field goal easier or harder? All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick.
Tyler Bass.
So with the lead at the moment, they'll just go ahead and take the try from the 10. That one a whole lot easier after that penalty as he sends it through, no problem.
7, Ravens nothing. Tyler Bass.
Bass now to kick this away. Rasheen Ali on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Offense in the hurry up here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here's Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Brings up 3rd.
Hey, we know
and
running the
6.
ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. And he's not going to get a throwaway. The rush gets to him in time. And they chase him out of bounds. That's going to be a sack.
He's taken out of bounds.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. Create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
Jackson's going to go on 4th. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on down.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
Play action now with Allen. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. It slips through. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later.
2nd down. Here's Allen. Kincaid there to bring it in near the sideline. Out of bounds he goes after a gain of 8. It is 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on Q1. 7-0 is our score. Back to the bank in just a moment. About to begin the 2nd here. The Bills definitely thinking points. Cook. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call, because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Second, the lateral goes haywire. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Ravens. The 50. The 30. The 10. He's at the 5. And Baltimore finishes the return to the end zone. Touchdown. They come up with a stand in the red zone, Brock, and that defense, you could just tell, they were on a mission, not just to force that fumble, but to do even more damage on that turnover.
I think we can hear the coaches up here in the booth scoop and score. I think you can read the lips of the players on the sideline scoop and score. There was no left to just fall on that one. It hit the deck, and everybody's eyes looked all the way down the field at the other end zone, and they worked in unison to set up a massive, massive scoop and score touchdown.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen setting up play action. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. There's the hits, and finally putting an end to that one. Out of bounds after gaining about 26. That's going to be a Bills 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Throwing on 2nd, here's Allen. That's incomplete left side.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throw here, 3rd down. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Working quickly here.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Buffalo.
Back to throw now, Allen. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Allen setting up to throw. Cut near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. DJ Moore from 11 yards out. Bass on for the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Ravens 7.
Bass now to kick this away. LeJohntay Westert to return it. Making some progress here. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Henry running to the left. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Jackson throwing here. That's taken in by the rookie out of Indiana. This one stopped. Play gains about 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a Ravens 1st down.
That whole operation right there, Kate's delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up 1st downs and keep the drive on schedule.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. From the pistol, Henry. A nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. And could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
The Bills are going to go ahead and call their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Jackson to throw it. Chased out to his right. He's going to run for it. He's going to be taken out after a gain of 5. That is good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Here's Lamar. And this one's going to be incomplete. Catch there, but couldn't survive the contact. That's going to bring up second down.
The lack of points or the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Throwing on second, Jackson. He's got Lane on the slant. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
That's another Baltimore first down.
And Jackson slides in safely after picking up enough of that first down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Baltimore first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He rolls to his right. And he will slide down just a little bit shy of getting that first down. But better to avoid the hit. Smart play there. That's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most. Timeout called by the offense. And with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Now here's Lamar. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
5 seconds left, and they are going for 6. No field goal here. Turning to Henry on 3rd. And he runs it across. Touchdown! Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And we're back square, 14 apiece here. See if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. The final throw before the break. He's got Kincaid on the out route. And the stop is made. 1st down coming up. It's a gain of 11. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. 3rd quarter starts with a run from Henry. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
He's keeping it, and he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And this one had no chance, hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Taken in by Surratt, right side. He will get them the first. Look at that effort. Short when the catch was made. It was the extra effort that keeps this drive going.
First down.
Big gain. Has them across the 40. Space on the right. He's got room. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Here's Luke for the point after. Sent right down the middle and good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Bills 14. Tyler Luke to kick off.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. On the play action. Headed out right. Now here he goes. And this is a small pickup to the 39-yard line. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle. Offensive line fast.
4 yards on the pickup.
On 2nd down, Allen. Rolling left, buying some time. And he will not turn this into a positive. They take him down. Trey Hendrickson. And that brings up 3rd and 7.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
And off his hands and incomplete. That drop means they failed to convert on 3rd down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
The offense is not coming off this field. They're trying it on 4th and 7. They'll go. Allen. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
On any 4th down attempt, somebody's going to get a huge momentum boost. It was the offense who laid down the challenge, but it was the defense who delivered. And now it's their teammates going to take over on the field with the very next series.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And Powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Now it's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. Forward progress stops. Play winds up going for about 6. That's good for the 1st down.
good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They run it with King Henry. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4.
And we won't have another snap. That is the end of our
6.
third quarter. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. All right, welcome back. Quarter begins with a 2nd down and 6. Now Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
We've played 3 quarters here already, and those look like some fresh legs defensively, getting after the quarterback, forcing him out of the pocket, and forcing another incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Going with King Henry here. Shut down after a gain of about a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Here's Tyler Loop in a high-pressure spot. This one from an even 40 yards out. The kick is off the mark, no good. And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game.
And hope still remains in the building, Kate. Not a 2-score game. In fact, a make there, well, it could have been the death knell. But the miss, you just see it breathe some new life into the opposing sideline.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen. Brought in right side by Moore. And a big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and he gets him the first.
DJ Moore. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Bills' first down.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Allen. Rushes left there as he releases it. Goes nowhere near the target. Looking to avoid a sack there, Brock. It is 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Now Allen. And an unforced error. Can't bring that one in. That's going to go as a drop, and that means it's 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Desperation time here on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. This is Henry to start the drive. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. And goes to the hurry up here.
To the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now 2nd down throw for Jackson. Short pass brought in. And give him the first down. Winds up with about 6 on that play before he was stopped.
And the Baltimore first down.
Here's a give for Henry. He's brought down. Play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. That's going to set up a Ravens first. We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And away we go in Cincinnati. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Malachi Starks read that nicely. He makes the stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow to the air now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
It's 4th down.
11 MC.
Trying for it with Burrow. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge next time the ball comes his way.
He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. The Mafe bringing that play to a halt.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Jackson a throw on 2nd. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he will not get back to the line, so he goes out of bounds, loses about a yard. It's 3rd down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
They completed the pass, but they lost one on 2nd down, so now they've got 3rd down. Lamar back to throw. Pass complete to Walker. And they get this down to the 28. Working quickly here.
A gain of 15. And the Raven 1st down.
Jackson looking to throw. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Complete beyond the marker. He's going to hit the sideline. Out of bounds it goes. Gain of about 6 before it. And that's going to bring up a Ravens first down.
First down, Baltimore.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
We give to Henry on the inside handoff. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing on second, Lamar. Caught by Flowers. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up first and goal.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Henry has the Baltimore touchdown.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for first and 10. Burrow setting to throw. Has it downfield. It's chased. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. It's the Ravens flying to an early lead. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin.
Here we go.
They've got a first to begin the frame. They pitch it out to him here. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
For Samaje Perine. It leads to second and 10.
11.
Working on second down. Burrow taking a deep shot here. And that's nearly intercepted, but couldn't hang on. Just a harmless incompletion. It's third down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series.
Here we go.
And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Taken in by Chase, left side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's good.
Offense going audible this time. Now Burrow. That throw behind his intended target. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And it's going to be second down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
He dodged the tackle. He's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Burrow. And it doesn't fall into the breadbasket. Incomplete pass.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there. Unable to bring it in.
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. Burrow trying on 4th down. It's caught. Chase has it. And they're going to get far more than that 1 yard they needed. Going for it on 4th down pays off.
A gain of 9 yards.
Looking to read at the line.
That's another Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
First down carry for Brown. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. So we get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Drive's been moving nicely, but they went the wrong way on that last snap. It's 2nd and 13. Burrow. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
3rd and long for him here. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you have a chance to win. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. LeJohntay Wester to return it. Showing a little burst so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that and you kick off returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
He's got a gain of 6 there. Sent to the ground by Josh Newton. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing on 2nd, Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He's being chased, and they get him right near the line. Well, not much scoring to this point since we've reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More from Paycor Stadium on the other side. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Now here's Lamar. Gets everything he has under this one. And that's going to end up an incomplete pass. Quarterback there. The pass was dropped. It's 4th down.
I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up. But that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Andrews has it. Working downfield. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Burrow back to throw. And this one is launched downfield toward Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will take it back to their own 30 before they're stopped. And that is where they're going to take over after the interception. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Under pressure, down he goes. They got him at the 17. And that is back-to-back sacks for him.
Yeah, let's give some credit to defense here, Kate. Right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Approaching the final minute here before halftime. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going for it himself. And he's going to be sent out of bounds to end a great pickup, but somehow did not pick up the first. It's going to be 4th down coming up.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
Running for it. Here's Henry. And they're going to get this 1st down with ease, Brock. A pickup of about 8 as they convert on 4th down. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Ravens.
They go play fake with Jackson. Buying some time right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory. But that's a good decision. Nowhere to go with the ball. Don't put it in harm's way.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Lamar. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's got it downfield near the edge. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Looking to throw, Jackson. Taking a chance to the end zone. Has a man, and he's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
To Tez Walker. Touchdown.
Here's Luke for the point after.
Tyler Luke on for the extra point.
This one is up and good. And the lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now.
14. Bengals 3. Tyler Luke to kick off.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. A throw left side, caught by Brown. Out of bounds he goes, but not before a big gain. 18 yards on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
With that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the person that did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Burrow to the air now. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. Taking a shot deep here. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie.
That's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. Into the red zone. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
Kate, right there's the danger of dime coverage. Bunch of little guys on the field that love to cover, but may not tackle so well, and opens up a run lane that he took huge advantage of.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
This is up and good, so they add 7 more to their lead on the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Here's
McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Rasheen Ali on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, going heavy to the right side here, 3 tight ends. The drive begins with Henry. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And that is good for a Baltimore first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Raven first down.
Running once more with Henry. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Offense up to the line fast.
44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back at the 39. Offense in the hurry up here.
Lamar Jackson sacked. A loss of 5 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 12.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Has his man. It's cut by Andrews. There's the sack, but 22 yards given up before it. And that's going to set up a Ravens first down.
First down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Flying down the middle with Henry. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, knock down that runner.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And it's Barrett Carter. The 2nd time that they have brought him down on this series.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Now it's Lamar. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do, try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. They connect on the trick play. And this one has no shot. They're on it quick, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow on the play action. Has it downfield. It's Chase. Defender is there to finally make the stop, but not before the play goes for 27. And that's going to give Cincinnati the first.
Good for a Bengals first down.
Burrow setting up the play action. Sends this to the end zone. All the way to the end zone, and this is caught. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase from 38 yards away. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing, and as you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. What a great play.
That one splits the uprights. And we've got ourselves an 11-point game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Wester on the return. And he's out a little short of the 30.
On the return, the Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. The gun, Henry. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Stop made by Barrett Carter. Working quickly here.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Throwing on second, Lamar. This one to Andrews outright. And a good gain here, 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Ravens.
This is the end of the third quarter. The Ravens have the football, and more importantly, partner, a solid lead. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. A give to Henry. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Second down. Here's Lamar. Hauled in by Surratt over the middle. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So it's going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. Taken in by Surratt, right side. Taken down finally to curtail the damage, but still 22 yards on that pickup. And that's going to bring up a Ravens first down.
22 yards. And a Raven first down.
Now here's Lamar. It's caught left side by Surratt. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Second down now. They need 7. Lamar back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get about 3, but almost nothing after that. Tackle made quickly after he made the catch. And the defense choosing not to let the 2-minute warning run just yet. They're going to call time. 2:06 left in our contest. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Pistol snap to Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First down, Baltimore.
It's Henry on the carry. And he'll pull his way in for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another run for Henry. And across the line he goes. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Derrick Henry brought one back earlier and now takes one across. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
All right, going to get a 2-point try here, Brock. Jackson gets his offense lined up.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
To kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Brown to start the drive. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0.
38 yards. And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 27.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7. at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
Just to get this off my chest and let my heart broken. Seeing how goofies are move for the green. Saying we on the same team, but what do that mean? Why build a bridge just to watch set it ablaze?
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. He can't find the connection on 2nd down. That incompletion means it is 3rd down. Now they're caught in that vicious cycle, Brock. They're losing partially because of the struggles they've had throwing the ball, but because they are losing, they got to keep throwing it and risking these contested lanes.
I've said to you once, I've said to you a million times, coordinator's job is to get you open, right? My job is to get you a one-on-one, and your job
Is to win.
and they're not doing it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Now Burrow. And that's going to end up an incomplete pass. Not on the quarterback there. That pass was dropped. It's 4th down.
I can understand still trying to put something together here offensively, find some kind of confidence, because this has been rough, both on the scoreboard and the turnovers. Not the kind of offensive effort they were looking for.
1-1, ready?
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down.
Here we go, here we go.
Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down. Offensive line fast.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd
Oh,
and
Brock, look at
5.
this. He's setting up to throw it. Going to let this one fly deep downfield. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Okay, color me a little bit surprised here, Brock. Seeing them throwing darts downfield still, considering the lead they've got at this point in the game, kind of seems like we're running out territory.
Well, you call it surprise. I call it trust. That's what that coaching staff does and believes in their quarterback as they continue to fire away.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
Brings up 4th down.
Could be our final play here, or a turnover would stop the clock. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Incomplete. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
All right, one more snap to play here.
Gun. 11. Dot.
Here he goes, one final shot. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So, yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
These defensive backs are going to have their hands full in this one. They got a test right there on play one, but good work to get a hand in and knock the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Brown, 57 yards. And the Eagles need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Ravens nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 12. First down, Ravens.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
from midfield now. Here's Jackson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
A first down carry for Henry. Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left it no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Jackson now. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Jonathan Grenard able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll roll him out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. Rolling to his left. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Hurts. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to hang on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a first and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Here's second and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. But penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. His throw, a good one, and it's caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Jackson. And he whips that one incomplete there. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get him back on track.
To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Jackson rolling to his right. He'll find Bateman once more. And down inside the 15 he goes. To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
A handoff running left, Henry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third.
They go play action now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call. Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered, but this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking here for Smith downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Running left, it's Henry. Found a little room there as he's out to about the 37. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run. It's Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Going deep for Walker. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Play action. Here's Hurts. Out to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
2nd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 37 yards. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Elliott now to kick this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
That's going deep for Bateman. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Makuba. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 76 yards rushing for him now to this point. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Steps away. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Going deep for Walker. It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is down to 28-10.
Ravens 10.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 36. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. 3rd down and 1. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. On the move to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And all the way down to the 35. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
First down.
Jackson now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Reek Woolen. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So it's the Eagles who get the win here. And the guy who really led the way was their quarterback, CD, and that's Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, he had a great night throwing the football. Wound up with 3 touchdown passes for the game. And his leadership, it really showed through in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. That's the kicker. Tyler Loop set to get this started. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Dat gonna put it up right away. He's gonna test this secondary right away. Oh, look at this. Right from the jump. It is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And he's gonna give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And they look for somewhere to go, but the lanes are all closed up. He's going to wind up losing a yard.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
On third down, Jackson. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
A big loss on the play.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Now Jackson on fourth down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
So I'm not sure if this is miscommunication or just bad execution, but either way, this is a ball that just needs to be completed. I mean, it's fourth down, money moment. You've got to be good in these critical situations, and when there's opportunities for plays to be made, you got to make them.
To the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
Again, it's Blue. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Tackle made at
First and 10.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 10. And the Cowboy first
A run once more with Blue. He'll push forward for about a yard. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
7-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap for Prescott. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to bring up a third down.
9 yards to go.
Here's Ferguson on the tight end screen. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Cowboys. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He'll get this complete. It's George Pickens. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Good play calling rhythm. Drive continues. Another first and 10. They'll throw again. Dak. And not liking anything downfield, or just get this to the sideline. It is incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
And it's 3rd down.
More to come. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 0-0 is the score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it 3rd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there for the sack.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys.
Aubrey's pick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 3-0 lead.
And after the sack on 3rd down, this was a little bit more of a difficult attempt, but it just seems like with the caliber of these kickers these days, Mike, just steps up, ho-hum, bangs it through.
This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
D. Winters on the stop. A 6-yard pickup.
Jackson now.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 46-yard
Headed left,
line.
buying time. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
That's into the hands of Surratt. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. This drive started to take some nice shape. Another 1st and 10 here. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8. He's setting up 2nd and short.
20-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to be corralled right at the line of scrimmage. That is good work defensively. They hold him to no gain.
No gain on the play.
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Jackson on 3rd and 2. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they're going to pick it up here. They took a chance, and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Tyler Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Going to throw it here on 1st down. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott moving to his right. Now he takes off, and he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
On second down, it's Dak. And they're going to get to him and take him down back on the other side of midfield. Numde Malapike. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's complete left side to Pickens. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes 4th down. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down. Throwing is Prescott. Rolling right. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. So if they come to the line, second down, they need 14 yards. Prescott. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and 3rd down coming up. Here's Prescott. That's caught, left side, it's complete. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Prescott now. Open man. It is Ryan Flanor.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. Cowboys are on top. It's now 10-7.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. DeJounte Wester now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass, and that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Brandon Aubrey
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Pistol give to Henry. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. D. Winters. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. Forced out wide. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a 1st down. Good running inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And this one is no good. He missed the extra point in this tight game. Boy, that could come to be a big factor as this second half rolls along. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Oh, that is a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. They'll start this on the ground with blue. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
He was brought down by Kyle Hamilton. It's a gain of 17 yards. And
Lou going to get it again here on 1st down. Has some room inside the 30. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down.
Prescott on 1st down. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. Dak going to give this to Blue. This one over before it started. Hit behind the line. It's going to be a loss of a couple.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Tough one to pick up here. 3rd down and 9. Here's Dak to throw. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here comes a return from the end zone. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
32-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Jackson now on second down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Here's Jackson. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. That is caught. He finds Walker, and he's going to have the Ravens first down. Big letdown defensively. They allow him to convert on fourth and long.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Fourth quarter underway, and here's Henry. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
11 more yards.
A gain of 11 there on the opening play of this fourth quarter. It'll be first down and 10. They're going to go right back to Henry. And he's able to fight through one tackle here. Pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Now Jackson moving outside the pocket, taking off, and he's going to be close to the first down. Out of bounds, just a little short. Need to pick it up on third down.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down to the backfield on third and short.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Open man, right side. He's got it. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal.
Makes the score Ravens 20, Cowboys 17.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
First down, Prescott.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
First down, Cowboys.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They come up for 2nd and 2. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. That's also 1st down.
The ball carrier, Chidobe on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. And a Cowboy 1st down.
They'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
The kicker on.
Well, Mike, whatever message this coaching staff had at halftime, it clearly worked. They came out fast to start this 2nd half. Big-time play downfield. Now, can they build on some of this momentum here as they start the 3rd quarter?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own
Here's 1st down. Jackson exiting the pocket right. Off he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. From the gun, Jackson. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
Now, Jackson. Open man, left side. He's got it. Down the sideline. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
We're seeing a lot of this around the league, Mike, as defenses continue to adjust to controlling for explosive plays. They're playing with a lot of depth. They're saying, we're not going to let you throw the ball over our head. So that's why these guys are such weapons. It can be short throw, long run. And just because you don't try to throw it a million yards doesn't mean you can't have explosive plays in the passing game.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here is 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Intended for George Pickens.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took that ball way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
second down throw for Prescott. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
On third down, Prescott. That one hauled in. It's complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10. Prescott again. Forced to his right. That's down the field for Lamb. That's caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. And we'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Now, 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and good. And the Cowboys have taken a 4-point advantage.
Ravens 27.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. Forced out left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
2nd down. Jackson. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. The ball's deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He was defended by
so now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Jalen Thompson on the coverage.
Jackson up top again. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. He's going to have a Ravens 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
One last shot now for Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.